Thanks for downloading a 3CR podcast. 3CR is an independent community radio station based in Melbourne, Australia. We need your financial support to keep going. Go to www.3cr.org.au for more information and to donate online. Now stay tuned for your 3CR podcast.
We're putting up new buildings, we're knocking down the old. We're working in the summer heat and in the winter cold. And the labour power we sell, me boys, for a hard and weekly pay produces mighty profits for the greedy MBA. And whether we were born here or born in Italy, in Greece, in Spain or Ireland, in England or Fiji, we all of us are workers, united we must stand, until the wealthy bludgers have been driven from our land. We faced deregistration, it backfired in the face. We're not fooled by arbitration, we won't stay in our place. We hit the bosses hard and fast to win and keep our gains, and break a couple of concrete pours to back our log of claims. So keep your powder dry and hold your head up high. It's class to class and face to face, our limit is the sky. We've got a fighting history and we never will be cowed. Our builders' labour is a name to make a man feel proud.
And it's good morning from the Concrete Gang, a bright-eyed, bushy-tailed, and coming to you from a lovely autumn in Melbourne. And in due course, we will be going to the tropics, to monsoon season. But more of that in a minute. Good morning, String Bean. Good morning, Annie. We are here, ready to go, and our colleagues, the Buzz and the Gorilla, elsewhere.
Tropic of Capricorn. Is that the one? Somewhere up north. They're all above
Yes. Tropic of Capricorn is actually a Xavier Herbert novel, for those who remember what they studied at school. And it's a long time since I've been to school. But never mind. Some people who have never read the book decided to go and explore the Tropic of Capricorn in far north Queensland and ran into the monsoons.
There's a rental car full of water somewhere that someone's not getting their deposit back.
Yeah, was suggested to them they take their wetsuits and flippers, but no, they only took their gumboots and they're drowning.
I think Buzzer might have got blown away by the cyclone.
Yes, well,
I hope he's okay. Hit the ground, Buzzer.
Next time, when the wind gets up, shut your mouth, because it just creates a problem. Yes, indeed, you're on the Concrete Gang, bright-eyed and bushy-tailed, and we are going to do what now as we try to speak on the telephone?
We'll ask Annie nicely to dial in the Gorilla for we're seeking a live fishing update from what's happening up north. So if you want to get the phone ringing, we can see if the Gorilla's got an update for us. But while we're doing that, should we
remind people that it is now halfway through March and union dues are due. And yes, indeed, for $410, you get a damn good deal, and anyone who's been in the union any time at all knows how different it is to what is going on in the rest of the population out there. When our basic wage is $35,000 a year, it's a hell of a lot different from what blokes are getting on site now.
And do we have a live cross?
No.
Are you on the water? Oh, the Gorilla.
No, he left a message.
He's drowned.
I'll try again.
Well, we'll keep talking. Yes, indeed, the union dues are due, and you should be financial before the 1st of April.
A very worthwhile investment, might I say, given that we've just had our first pay rise, our first paycheck with a bit extra in it.
Yes, the extra 5% that came in operational from the 1st of April, or the first full pay period after the 1st of April. These days, everyone's pay period seems to vary a bit, but your first full pay period is when you got the 5%.
1st of March. Getting a bit ahead of yourself there, Warren.
Yes, indeed. I'm talking about union dues again. No, the 1st of March, and if you haven't got it, you need to be on the phone. And there are some people who ring up and go, yeah, well, I haven't got my pay rise. Well, who do you work for? Have they got an EBA? And they don't know. Well, you should know whether your company has an EBA, because that is your protection, not only for your wages, not only to ensure that you get your 5% under the current agreement, but also all of the conditions that you are entitled to and the protections that are provided by the EBA and by the union, whether it's workers' compensation or it is a situation where you might have income protection needs or something like that. All that is provided for under your EBA. Well.
Gorilla. Have we got a satched gorilla?
Brothers and sisters, how are we all?
We're dry.
Dry and comfortable, gorilla. How are you?
Well, Warren, you kept carrying on about that, but as usual you got it all wrong, but that's very your normal procedure. I'm just looking over the Cairns Harbour at the moment. Beautiful sunset.
What happened to Cooktown?
We've left Cooktown, mate. Come up to the play. We spent 6 days there when they were in Cairns. We're just looking at all the fishing boats going out now. Hopefully get a few fish. And it's a beautiful day here in sunny Cairns.
Did you leave the rental car in the river, or is that still with you?
Now, we had a bit of trouble with that rental car. I don't think we should be talking about that on air. There could be legal procedures pursuing. But anyway, maybe they should tell the punters, give them a bit more information when they hire our cars and tell them about tidal waves and monsoon storms.
Have you got a line in, Gorilla? This is the most important question. How are the fish biting?
Or were they biting?
Mate, honestly, I sent you down a beautiful photo down there, mate. Look, I'll tell you, I must admit there was a bit tough up there in Cooktown because all the estuaries were obviously flooded. Quite a few crocs. I was swimming everywhere. But look, we did have a bit of fun out fishing. Had a little bit of luck, not as much as we would have liked. And just as we speak, we've got the Regent's ship, or what do you call it, cruise liner going past just at the moment. Seven Seas or something anyway, yeah. So, look, it's been a good trip so far. We're heading down to the Gold Coast today to catch up with 3 of my old mates I used to work with about 35 years ago, before everyone falls off the perch, just want to catch up. So how's things going back there?
Well, we're surviving very well without you. I'm not sure why we've put you on this morning. But anyway, now that you're here, it is good to hear that you caught some fish.
Well, I'll tell you what, mate, you cut them by holiday. I mean, if you don't want me to talk to you, Warren, I mean, it's not all about you, is it?
And it's not all about you. But anyway.
It's a good effort, Gorilla. I wouldn't have got up so early to give the report, but...
No, hang on. They're not on daylight saving up there. He just got up a bit later than the rest of us.
Of course.
No, it's not, you peanut. He's wrong again. It's 6:30, you goose. Oh, mate, honestly. I'll tell you what.
It's 6:30.
You're going to have a go at Blake.
It's 7:30 here.
Yeah, I understand it.
Doesn't know what the time is.
Oh, mate, honestly. All right, I'm going to let you go and hang yourself.
No, you're not. We've got... obviously a question for you in relation to how bad the damage was up in North Queensland. Obviously, a lot of the brothers and sisters up that end of the state copped it big time. And is there, in fact, a disaster that sort of the media has conveyed?
Well, where we were, it was right up north, so I don't think it was as bad up north. But when we were driving up, we had a choice. We got stuck. They closed the roads. And if we hadn't have gone back, we would have been stuck in the middle of nowhere because the river's behind us. But and then we ended up going back and then flying to Cooktown. But it's down sort of more south, I think. Down more south, and it has been serious. I mean, when we did go back to Cairns, the rain was unbelievable. I mean, I've never seen rain like it. Like buckets it was coming down.
And
I'm a bit unfortunate, but if you came here with cans today, you wouldn't know anything was wrong.
yeah, but and you're flying south. There's supposed to be cyclone approaching the south east corner of Queensland.
Yeah,
That's still happening.
Apparently, but I think we're going to be right. Actually, I spoke to Buzzer yesterday. He's in a cyclone area at the moment as well, I hear.
Yeah, he opened his mouth and he's in Indonesia.
Where he belongs.
Well, no, but so we are going to be expecting some more updates from what's happening on the in the building industry on the Gold Coast.
Yeah. I'll be able to look when I'm down there. Yeah, for sure. Catch up with a few old boys and that. That'd be great to see them. I haven't seen them for 30 odd years, so that'd be good. Any
cranes up in Cairns?
There's a few, not many. Maybe 5 or 6, half a dozen.
Well, at least there's some work there.
Yeah. All right, no, I'm going to have to let you go.
No worries, brother. Have a good trip.
See you, Gorilla.
All the best.
So that's the Gorilla reporting to us from a very wet northern Queensland. And my suspicion is, which is why I asked the question about the cyclone approaching the southeast, it might be a very wet Gold Coast visit as well. Anyway...
It's got him in the pincer, one from up north and one from the southeast.
Yes.
Now, the Gorilla will be right. He's heavy enough to stay on the ground.
Righto.
He can climb.
Righto, let's get back to... I was hoping we'd get a bit more sort of building news story about what's actually happening in the industry up that sort of part of the country, but never mind.
I thought we were going to get fishing. We got neither.
Yeah, well, we apologise, folks. It was a shit interview. Righto, moving right along. The ABCC alert. Yes, folks, they need to remind people that unfortunately these idiots are out and about. And at the moment I can report there's at least one job in Caulfield where they visited the site and made themselves aware of who was on site, went through the induction records of the company and got the phone numbers of people and started ringing them. There has been a systematic phone around of people on site seeking information, obviously, to prosecute the union and the delegate and generally make themselves disagreeable. So, folks, you don't have to answer questions. You are not required to answer the phone. And if you are getting a phone call and you do answer it, and it's the ABCC or people asking questions, it's a very simple response. F off. That's what you got to do, because all they're trying to do is take bits of information, highlight people, and then prosecute them. And let's be blunt to the fines that are now applicable for the most minor matters. And that's, for rank and file members, delegates, as well as officials. The most minor matters now are $100,000 and personal fines. And according to the High Court, the union can't pay those fines on your behalf. So, keep these things in mind, stick with the union, and the best way to stick with the union is tell them to F off.
Some people aren't getting that advice, and not on the Caulfield job, but another job. One mob that isn't getting that advice is the tough guy glaziers, Matthew and Damien Boyd from up Beveridge Way, who decided to call the ABCC to try to get some assistance with their problems. Giving up construction workers, that is not how to behave, and won't do them any favours either. So they'll be mentioned in Scallywags, of course, but don't be like the Boyds. Tell them to get stuffed.
Yes, we might have a boycott. Indeed. Moving
Very
right
good.
along.
Is that a good cut to a track, is it?
It's a good cut to a track, but they're all idiots. They don't ever get that they're actually doing themselves a bit of harm. Even if you just think about self-interest, for God's sake, boys, have a think. But in terms of idiots, there's been an absolute classic idiot this week, and that is our good friend Donnie Trump. who seems to be losing friends and staff at a rate of knots. And when the ex-boss of Exxon is it, Rex Tillerson, is resigning, supposed to be sacked, but I tell you what, I bet you it was a race between who could resign and who could sack him. And Rex Tillerson, who is a paragon of virtue in the capitalist world, calls and never denies that he called Donald Trump a moron, and he then basically says to the world, I'm out of here, I don't want anything to do with this anymore, then I think it's only appropriate that Green Day give us their rendition of their great song, American Idiot. There you go, Green Day. And I might say that there was some commentary in there about it being a bit of an idiot nation, but recently, in the last few days, there has been massive demonstrations across America by high school students, college students and so on about gun control. Absolutely turned the corner, I reckon. Because I've never, in my memory, seen anything like that. There's been lots of protests and stuff about gun control in America, but nothing like that. So good luck to them. I hope they do well. And let's hope the people in Tasmania jack up and tell their re-elected Liberal government that relaxing the gun laws down there ain't acceptable either.
Indeed, and Trump's office isn't the only one having a bit of a walkout. Sort of a mirror of Michaelia Cash's office at the moment.
Poor old Mickey.
No one wants to be there either.
Oh, dear. She was the golden girl, and guess what? It wasn't real gold. Let's move along now and talk about Skyrail. Now, you will recall last week we reported that there was a major incident out there where 110 metres of one section, 110 metres of rail was dropped into a confined area, and the fact that people escaped without injury is absolutely a miracle, and we should be thankful for that. But then again, last weekend, overhead electrical signalling work was getting done, and someone forgot to turn the power off. Next minute, Zappo, and down came one of the signal blokes, and he was on a ladder, mind you, up against the overhead gantry that carries the wiring for both the main power for the trains and also the signalling. And he was very, very lucky to escape with severe burns to one hand, but at the same time, it could have been a whole lot worse. And to my mind, and I've said it before and I'll say it again, the day the rail industry enters the 20th century will be a great day indeed, because I've given up on the 21st.
They'll get there with a bit of assistance.
Yes, and talking of rail, we have a company up in Kilmore called Northvic. Hello, Danny. Yes, indeed. They decided that they were, shall we say, going to create a new version of the Occupational Health and Safety Act and what accredited people are allowed to do and not allowed to do.
Unbelievable mess up there. Everything from the amenities, no first aid facilities. You've got 98-tonne concrete beams with no vertical support at all, people working in between them. another one of this case of potential dominoes, top-heavy beams. So they're sort of L beams that have a lot of weight up high. So and some of the worst cases we've seen there's lifting gear there that's tagged 2015. So maybe they're trying to work in with the rail industry. I don't know, but they're a few years out of date. That's not good enough. And every time the union shows up to provide some assistance, because they clearly need it, the boys in blue are called. So, not all boys, mind you, but anyway, they seek assistance from the various authorities. But we've had a remarkable breakthrough, Warren. A remarkable breakthrough, and it's sad that Gorilla's not here to be part of this story, but a remarkable thing happened the other day. WorkSafe get called, as they do, to try to assist with the issues going on. And rather than be the usual blockers and useless kind of organisation that they are, we had a WorkSafe official show up and very quickly looked at the union officials' paperwork and waved them through and gave Northvic a citation for hindering and obstructing union officials doing their work in OHS. Whoa. I don't know, can we set off some party poppers or something? But
well, congratulations. A hearty congratulations to that particular inspector. We won't name the inspectors who turned up there, but I guess we shouldn't make too much of the fact that we're just asking them to do their job, but we should acknowledge that they did their job, because we have been relentless in our criticism of WorkSafe. And I've got to say, they did it a treat, as they should, as they must, because they're more than the insurance provider. They are the health and safety regulator across all industries, and including our very dangerous industry in the construction sector. Now, I should say that at incident out at CD9, Sky Rail, they have provided all the paperwork, and they have made some observations about the way the work was getting done. And I've got to tell you that rail safety is back in the 19th century, and let's hope that WorkSafe are able, along with some of the other regulators in relation to electricity, might start looking at just how the work is being done and has been done for basically the last century, and make some changes. So, WorkSafe, you're not going to cop any brickbats this week. You're going to get a bouquet. Congratulations, but let's maintain it.
Indeed, and a shout out to Flash Gordon out there at Northvic with his cape hanging off his back, who's done everything he can to try to stop union officials. I think he thinks it's a crime for a union official to come onto the job and look after safety. So Flash Gordon's the superhero. He's going to stop him. But if you could have a look at him, he ain't no superhero.
Well, when it comes to Gordon, we'll come to another Gordon in due course. But for Danny, Danny baby, you've been out at Northvic for a long time. You might only be the landlord, but mate, your name's all over it. Righto, we might just mention that there's a crime wave going on in this state, which seems to be involving Liberal Party and National Party politicians and staff. And Matthew Guy, you're right, the government has to do something about crime.
It's about time.
Yeah, it's about time. We support Matthew Guy's campaign to do something about crime, because now we've got the National Party member for Ovens River, I think it is, or Ovens Valley, up on serious charges of fraud. Oh dear, he's not been found guilty, we're going to acknowledge that, but the fact that it's even got to the stage where he's facing court, Guy, our mate, Matty Guy, mate, keep the campaign up, but start at home.
Get tough on crime, Matty, get tough on crime. While he's eating lobster with mobsters, his MPs and officials are either in jail or up on charges. And just the rap sheet, I mean, not just Matthew Guy and his mobster mates, but we've got, just on record, this party, you've got to think they're going to be in trouble. Damien Mantash, he's in jail, $1.5 million of fraud. You got
He defrauded them.
Jordan Ditloff, indeed. Jordan Ditloff jailed, 18 months of jail, again, for fraud and ripping off all his customers as a travel agent, putting his hand in the till. And Kurt Reiter down in Geelong was a Liberal Party candidate down there for a marginal seat, almost got into Parliament, but forgery, I don't know what else he was found guilty of, a whole bunch of things. Again, trying to stick his hand in the till. And now it's Tim McCurdy, the Nationals MP, who's next up for charges. What a record. A record to outdo any union. Most...
Oh, yeah, but hang on a second. Their defence is it's only white-collar crime. Righto, moving right along. Who are we going to name for scallywags? All clear aluminium and glass.
That's right, the Boyds.
Mickey Cash, because her legal costs in relation to the AWU raid is now over $600,000, and Nigel Hadge's only stuffed up with about $400,000. H&Y, Hanson and Yunkin, for suddenly becoming building code addicts. They love that building code and they're pushing it everywhere. But a special mention to one other company, Capital Form. Oh dear, how sad. They've gone bust. They're trying to restructure, but the one thing they said they would do as they tried to solve the problems is they would pay everyone's salary sacrifice to their superannuation accounts. Now that's over 2 weeks away and not 1 cent of money that has been given by the employee has been paid in. Who are we going for?
Northvic Construction's the precast mob, of course. We've got to add them in too. And I think calling the cops, the disgraceful safety, Northvic would be pretty strong for me.
Righto, we'll go Northvic as a winner. And I'm going to mention Capital Form again because the whole family who are involved in all these various forms of Capital Form, Suki Lala. Righto.
Wow.
We're going to go out the same old way. Dare to struggle?
Dare to win.
You don't fight.
You lose.
Good morning from the Concrete Gang and North Queensland.
Dumb things.
Welcome strangers to the show. I'm the one who should be lying low. Saw the knives out, turned my back, heard the train coming, stayed right on that track. In the middle of a dream. I lost my shirt, I pawned my rings. I've done all the dumb things.
Yeah, them dumb things. This going out to my brothers down there in Dundale, dealing with that disaster that them guards are there and not jail. Thinking we getting that welfare, huh? Thinking we getting that healthcare, huh? Think about if it was your son. Now think about sending some help there. Yeah, what's dumber than that, mate? What's dumber than dressing up blackface? What's dumber than doing it knowing it hurts and don't even work to make that change? Let's go.
You've been listening to a 3CR podcast produced in the studios of independent community radio station 3CR in Melbourne, Australia. For more information, go to allthews.3cr.org.au.